Hi everyone, this is Alec from AJ Farms, and today I'm here with the Great Tulip Experiment of 2022. Now I bought these tulip bulbs last fall, I believe, and I completely forgot to plant them. I don't know what happened, but they got buried under some other gardening supplies, and I forgot I had them. Even though I did plant some tulips, so I'm not quite sure where I went wrong with that one. But I have 4 varieties here, and if we take a look at some of the backs of the packaging, like right here, you can tell that they've started sprouting. So the experiment this year is going to be whether or not they will actually grow and produce flower bulbs. So what I'm going to do, pick you up very gently, is clean up this bed right here. This is our flower bed, and it's in its current winter state. So I'm going to pull out anything that's dead and go ahead and plant those flower bulbs. If we zoom in right here, you can see we actually have some life. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out when it grows. But until then, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then I will show you how I'm going to plant these tulip bulbs. Okay, so this is crazy, but check out what I found. I was cleaning up the bed, and I realized I left a Dahlia tuber clump in the ground, and it's still alive. Like, these tubers are still firm, and it was holding in really hard to the ground. I believe this is the Hawaii Dahlia, and what's crazy is they're not perennial to our zone, because we're in zone 7. They're perennial zones 8 to 10, I believe. So I'm supposed to dig these out of the ground and then store them, but this survived, so I'm going to go plant this back in the ground, and we'll see if we can get some. I'm going to clean it up, because it's got the top from last year, so I'll cut that off. I'll plant this back in the ground. Maybe I'll get some dahlias out of it. Before I get to planting, I did want to go over the varieties that I have for these tulips. So the first one is Bride. It's a white, I believe, single tulip. And honestly, I only picked these because they look really pretty. I love white flowers. So I'm hoping these do pretty well. Next we have Exotic Emperor, another whitish creamy flower. This looks like it's a little bit more of a double tulip maybe, so it's got more petals in the middle. Then next we have the Purple Collection, which is just an assorted mix of different purples and a few whites in there. And some of them have really frilly edges, like you can see on this picture, on the corner of this picture right here. And then last but not least, we have Horizon. This is a red and white tulip. I've never actually grown tulips before, so I'm really excited to see these. I'm hoping they flourish. I'm really new to flower gardening. I'm more of a vegetable gardener, so this is all brand new to me, so you can kind of experiment along with me if you'd like. We're going to start getting these planted into the ground. So I'm going to start with the Exotic Emperor, and hopefully as I'm closer to the tulip bulbs you can hear me, because I know it's a little bit windy today. But these tulips say that they can be planted about 9 bulbs per square foot, so that's pretty tight together. And then you need to plant them about 5 inches deep. So let's get into this package. I'm excited. I think, oh yeah, this one has a lot of bulbs that have already sprouted. I can give you a little bit more of a close-up look on that. Make sure it focuses on it. So that is what the tulip bulb looks like when it's sprouting. Ideally, you'll plant these in the fall so they won't look like this, but we're gonna hope we can get these together. So next we have the Horizon. Before I go, I did want to give you a quick look at the tulips that I intentionally planted last season. And they're starting to come up now, which is really exciting because other than some radish that we planted last week, I believe, this is the only thing that's coming up so far. And when I checked earlier, I noticed that we had a few more little sprouts coming up. I think these right here are our iris, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'll have to double check. But it's really exciting to see things popping up as early as early March. But that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.